Ohio State increases its lead 28-7 over Indiana. Pass complete to Cohen Ryland. Wrapped up by Adriel Wilkerson. No gain on the play, brings up 4th down. Pass complete to number 48, Oliver McDonald. First and 10 Wildcats from the Central Penn 25. Legal substitution against the Crusaders. 5-yard penalty, remains first down. Ryland on the carry. Cameron Williams coming up to make the stop. Mechanicsburg has it 2nd and 11 from the 26. Canada, the ball carrier, brought down by a host of Crusader defenders, led by number 34, Dominic Bakos. We have 3 yards on the play, it'll be 3rd and 8. On the Pistons pass, broken up by number 20, Sean Brown Jr. That'll bring up 4th and 8. Ladies and gentlemen, if you purchased the 50-50 ticket, get it out. I will announce the winning number after this next play. Pass intercepted by number 88, Ethan Swan. He's knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line, where the Crusaders take over 1st and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the winning 50-50 ticket number is 030-825-33. That's 030-825-33. The winning prize is $150, and you can claim it at the press box. Timeout called by the Crusaders. Just a quick reminder, the winning 50-50 ticket number that was just drawn, 030-825-33. 030-825-33. You can claim your $150 at the press box. First and 10 Crusaders from the 34-yard line. Adriel Wilkerson, the ball carrier. Knocked out of bounds by Jacob Canada. That'll be a 1st and 10. The ball spotted at the 44. Wilkerson on the carry. Making the stop is number 32, Colin Ryland. 1st and 10 Crusaders from the Wildcats 40. Timeout Crusaders. Handoff goes number 41, Kevin Gooding. Oliver McDonald makes the tackle. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. Crusaders take a knee. Timeout called by Mechanicsburg. Sir Davis with the quarterback sneak. Timeout Mechanicsburg. Number 21, Elijah Barnes into the end zone. There's a flag on the play. Clock in the back against the Crusaders. It'll be 4th and 10 from the 40. Flag on the play. False start on the Crusaders. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down. Sir Davis on the carry. Wrapped up by Oliver McDonald. Mechanicsburg takes over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. One of Pierce's pass is incomplete. Throwing Ryland, the ball carrier. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line where Mechanicsburg has it, 1st and 10. Ryland again, the ball carrier. Steps out of bounds after a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Taylor on the carry. That is the end of the ball game. The final score: Central Penn 19, Mechanicsburg 7. Congratulations to both teams for a great Super Bowl today. Your 2022 Super Bowl champion, Central Penn Crusaders. Congratulations to Mechanicsburg, the runner-up. And the MVP, number 12, Adriel Wilkerson.
And welcome in, fans. This is Dude Jones with Sports Shooting Stars, and we are live on location at Bishop McDevitt High School for the Midget Championship game, which they consider the Super Bowl game here, located right outside of Harrisburg. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Usually it's at night, but today it's an evening game, afternoon game. As you can see, Cumberland Valley against Central Penn, and that's Central Penn there. Central Penn is actually a feeder program for Bishop McDevitt, and this is their Midget Super Bowl. Should be an action-packed night. Looking forward to these young guys getting out here and making some big plays and getting everybody ready. We're going to zoom in, and you can see Central Penn getting ready. And we're live up top on the press box. And there it is. Central Penn hitting the field to the delight of their fans. And on the other side, you can see Cumberland Valley, and they're ready to go as well. Midgets start off at 12 and 13 years old. These guys are right before they get into 8th grade and, right before they get into high school football. It's the biggest game in this area for midget football.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rocco-Tenzio Stadium here on the campus of Bishop McDevitt High School. Our second game of today is the Midget Super Bowl between the Central Penn Crusaders and the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
It's a nice breezy day today. Saturday afternoon, Cumberland Valley versus Central Penn for the Midget Super Bowl. And it's a packed house here tonight at Bishop McDevitt. At the Rocco Ortenzio Stadium. Ortenzio Stadium, okay. Home of the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders. And as you can see, Cumberland Valley in red, Central Penn in white. Team captains are in the middle of the field talking about the coin flip and also discussing the game rules. Want to tell the fans that's watching, please share this YouTube stream on your Facebook account. Want to give a lot of attention to these young student athletes. Put a lot of work in to get to this point, to get all the way to the Super Bowl.
Crusaders win the toss. They will defer. Cumberland Valley will receive the opening kickoff.
And Cumberland Valley is going to start off with the ball. And this is the 50th Super Bowl in CFA history, one of the oldest programs in youth football. The Cumberland Valley Eagles are taking on one of the newest programs, the Central Penn Crusaders. Cumberland Valley won the regular season matchup 35-21 after falling behind 21-0. Central Penn is a two-time defending national Super Bowl champions, going 11-0 in 2019, no season in 2020, and then 10-1 in 2021. Cumberland Valley has won multiple championships in the old KMFC and in the CFA. This game has a CFA Hall of Fame coaches on both sides and is filled with future stars under the Friday night lights. And we are ready for kickoff. Short kick, picked up. And that's going to get CV the ball around the 46-yard line as they come out to set up their offense.
Joshua Brew out on the return. Jaden Eagle makes the tackle. First and 10 Eagles, ball spotted at the 45.
Again, this is the 50th Super Bowl in CFA history, so this is a long tradition. A lot of people are tuned in and at this actual event. Quarterback in shotgun, handoff. Oh, he keeps the ball. And that's a nice 6-yard pickup. For the quarterback, Elijah Sherman.
Sherman, the ball carrier. Chance Holmes makes the tackle.
Expect to hear Elijah Sherman's name a few times here today, as he is a starting quarterback for CV. In shotgun with a handoff to number 18. He's pushing his way up, but the Crusaders meet him at the line. That was a nice short carry.
Anthony Holmes gets a handoff.
For Anthony Holmes, number 18.
Sebastian Williams makes the tackle. 3rd and 1, ball spotted at the 46.
On this beautiful Saturday afternoon, a little windy out tonight, but still a great atmosphere nonetheless. And as you can see, Cumberland Valley likes to set up in a shotgun formation. And you notice that a lot with a lot of football teams. They're not really under center like they used to be. Shotgun formation is where they like to be at. Gives them a better view of the field. And that's a false start. Takes the Eagles back 5 yards. Also want to give a big shout out to our sponsor tonight, our singular sponsor, Dean's Auto Plaza, with our good friend Bruce Walbert, contacted us. That brings up
pass complete to number 8, Elijah Sherman.
Elijah Sherman with the catch, number 8 for the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
Eagles have a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Eagles are doing a great job moving the ball down the field. There's been a lot of games here today. We're only featuring the Midget Super Bowl. And that's a pitch. And there's Elijah Sherman again, number 8. Getting a lot of carries so far in this first quarter. Right now, Central Penn, they need a stop. Cumberland Valley's moving gracefully down the field. Cumberland Valley needs to step up on defense and get a stop here. As you see, Cumberland Valley dressed in all white. I'm sorry, Bishop McDevitt dressed in all white, Cumberland Valley in red. And that's a nice run right up the gut.
Anthony Holmes on the carry.
For Anthony Holmes, number 18.
Made by number 7, Chance Holmes for the Crusaders.
For CV.
Gain of 5 up to the 11. It's second down.
CV with the ball. And that's a big play for the Crusaders. Central Penn blew that play up for the loss.
Anthony Holmes stopped in the backfield by number 58, Jaden Chase.
And that was a tackle by number 58, Jaden Chase. Great job from Jaden. Going right through the middle and creating some havoc for that 3-yard loss. Cumberland Valley with the ball. Nice run from Elijah Sherman. Number 8 for CV.
4th and 1. Ball is spotted at the 7-yard line.
And it's a big play right here. 4th and 1. CV has the ball at their about 7-yard line. Let's see if the Crusaders can make a stop and get a turnover on downs. And as you can see, the quarterback's underneath the center. Handoff. And I'm not sure he got that. And that's a great job from the Crusaders. Bishop McDevitt came up big, and that's a turnover on downs. No, that's a first down for CV. There was a little bit of speculation about what happened. I believe the referees, the officials gave him forward progress, and he did get that first down. Great play from CV to extend their drive. First down with the ball on the 5-yard line. CV now in shotgun. And the Crusaders, they're fighting hard. But CV's knocking on the door.
Quick makes the tackle.
And that was a tackle from Dante Quick.
Second and goal from the 1.
I'm sorry, that's Jonte Quick. I'm sorry. Number 3 for the Crusaders.
Colton Stamey on the quarterback keeper.
Colton Stamey, number 9 on the quarterback keeper. Didn't get many yardage. Believe he got tripped up for a loss of 2 yards. And that Crusaders defense, they've been out there for quite a while now, really holding down the fort, making sure that CV doesn't punch it in, but CV's looking to knock on that door and get into the hit pay dirt. Quarterback in shotgun. And that's a touchdown. CV.
Elijah Sherman, 3 yards and a Cumberland Valley touchdown.
And that's Elijah Sherman. We've been calling his name quite often in his first quarter. He's a guy you want to keep an eye on. They like to feed him the ball. Plays quarterback, running back, and I believe a couple other positions as well. Just an all-around football player. Elijah Sherman, number 8 for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. I want to welcome the fans that's tuning in. This is the Midget Super Bowl between Cumberland Valley and Central Penn, held here at Bishop McDevitt. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Flag on the play.
And there's a flag on the play.
Offsides against the defense.
And this is what I like to see. Extra points. You know, having a kicker and kicking those extra points, getting them prepped, getting them ready for the next level of high school football, even at the college level. You got to have kickers if you want to win these tight games in postseason and in championship game as well, as we're here at the Midget Super Bowl. And that's another offsides from the Crusaders.
Penalty marker down.
They're a little antsy. They want to get there, but they got to be patient and be disciplined. But I like the fact that they're kicking the ball at this age. These guys are only 12 or 13 years old, in 8th grade, 7th grade, right before they hit high school, and they learn the basics about football as far as kicking and getting that extra point. And it's in. And that's 7 points. And just like that, Cumberland Valley is up. 7-0. 7-0 over Central Penn. CV did a great job on their first drive, their first possession of the game, of bringing the ball all the way down the field, hitting pay dirt to get that 7 points to go up. I'm sorry, that kick is a 2-point conversion, so that's 8-0. Yep, just making an adjustment about that. That kick, when they kick the extra point, is actually worth 2 points at this level. Great kick. Now it's time for the Crusaders to get their offense together, get them rolling.
Number 3, Jonte Quick.
And that's a nice kick.
Quick on the return. Tripped up by Brody Dunlap. There's the 10 Crusaders from their own 35. Correction, 37.
Crusaders with the ball at the 37. This is their first offensive possession of the game. Very important for them to get some points on the board. Playing in pretty much in front of their home crowd. As we said, Central Penn is a feeder program for Bishop McDevitt. And that's a handoff. And that's a nice play, right up the gut.
Handoff goes to number 3, Jonte Quick.
For a first down. That's Jonte Quick. I think he has the right last name, Quick, because he has some speed. You can see it. As soon as he had the opportunity to hit that hole, he made something happen. Crusaders set up around the 47-yard line. Another handoff, right up the gut. Nice run.
Quick again, the ball carrier.
Seems like we're going to be calling Quick's name quite often today. Jonte Quick.
It's a gain of 8 yards. It's 2nd and 2.
Both school districts are very historical, have a lot of wins, a winning program, CV as well as Bishop McDevitt. Shotgun formation. And that's a catch. Great grab from number 48.
Williams' pass is complete to number 48, DeVar Chance.
Number 48, DeVar Chance, with a nice catch for a first down. And just like that, Crusaders are making their way down the field. Got the ball at the 34-yard line. Not wasting any time moving the ball down the field. Quarterback in shotgun. Handoff. And that was a tackle by committee for the CV players. Jonte Quick was tackle number 3.
Wrapped up initially by Anthony Holmes for the Eagles. Gain of about 2 yards at 2nd and 8.
And keep an eye on number 1 for the Crusaders, Sebastian Williams, the quarterback. It's a big time. He's a bigger quarterback. Looks nimble. Looks stout. Sebastian in with the quick throw. And that's a quick tackle. Great job. And that's going to end our quarter. That's a great tackle from Elijah Sherman, playing both sides of the ball. Didn't give the wide receiver any opportunity or any room to make any yardage. And now to end our first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Cumberland Valley 8 and Central Penn 0.
We also want to welcome in our Cumberland Valley fans that's tuning in. I know some people are away and cannot attend the game tonight. So Bruce Wahlberg contacted Sports Shooting Stars, which we are a live media company. We film a lot of athletic sports, athletic games. Bruce contacted us and told us about this particular game in the middle of the week. He said, hey, some fans, some parents are not going to be able to come to the game. Is there any way you can make it happen? And, you know, here we are. Normally we were at full staff, but we had some of our staff had some other things to do today, so just me here tonight, Dude Jones. But, you know, it's all about filming the game and what the kids can do on the field. Crusaders with the ball. Sebastian looking, going deep.
Williams' pass intended for Austin Mack is incomplete.
And that pass was intended for Austin Mack, number 22 for the Crusaders. And it's a packed house here tonight. I keep saying tonight, I meant this afternoon, usually doing games at night. But it's a packed house this afternoon here at Bishop McDevitt. And this is a big play here. Wow, big time hit for number 14.
Pass off by number 3, Jonte Quick.
Big time hit from number 14.
Lead by Joshua Brewow.
Joshua Brewow.
Ball is spotted at the 32-yard line.
And that's exactly what Cumberland Valley needed, that big-time hit. It's a turnover on downs, and now Cumberland Valley has the ball back. Already up 8-0 in the second quarter. With about 7 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the second quarter. Cumberland Valley's back out there for their second possession of the game. Quarterback in shotgun. There's nothing coming. Great play, great defensive play for number 12. Howard Houghton Jr.
Tackle made by Howard Houghton Jr. with a flag on play.
Howard Houghton Jr. sniffed that out immediately.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Crusaders.
And they're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct against Howard, number 12. He got a little amped up after the play. Don't know if that should have been a unsportsmanlike conduct. He was just kind of, hyped up a little bit, didn't really get in the player's face, but that's still a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to give CV a first down.
That 15-yard penalty moves the ball to the 44-yard line. Eagles have it, first and 10.
Elijah Sherman in shotgun, and that's a great pat. That's a great bat down for number 7. Chance Holmes. Coming off that end, Chance Holmes with the big-time play. Sometimes if you can't get to the quarterback, you always use your hands. Get your hands up so you can bat the ball down. That was a great play for number 7, Chance Holmes, for the Crusaders. CV back out on the field, 2nd down. CV's in the lead right now, 8-0, pitch out.
Number 8, Elijah Sherman gets the toss. Sebastian Williams makes the tackle. 3rd and 5, ball spotted at 49.
And that Crusaders defense, they've been out there quite a lot so far in this first half. That defense is, starting to get winded a little bit. They've been out there for quite a long time in this first half as CV has controlled the offensive possession so far in this game, really chewing a lot of time off the clock. And there's a little misdirection. Didn't happen at all. No blockers. And number 58 just blew that up. Jaden Chase. Great job from Jaden Chase.
Also 4th and 9
with that bear hug tackle from Jaden Chase for the Central Penn Crusaders. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 9, putting CV in a punting situation. And that's a great job for the Central Penn Crusaders. Their defense stepped up big and didn't give CV any opportunity to bring the ball down the field and get any points.
Over there, 1st and 10.
Crusaders with the ball back. Quarterback under the center. Quick pass. Quick boom. And they got to watch it because these referees, they're calling foul. They're calling unsportsmanlike conduct anytime you celebrate after a hit. The Crusaders just got hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct. CV has to keep it easy so they don't have the same. They don't fall into the same penalty. Second down. Whoa, big time play. Still on his feet. He's going, and that's a touchdown. Big time play. And that's a nice connection between Sebastian Williams. Big arm, great catch. This got behind the defense. It was a foot race after that. And just like that, the score is 6-8. I'm sorry, 8-6. CV still on top. Big time arm from Sebastian Williams. The duo between Sebastian and Jonte is going to be something to watch here tonight. The Crusaders are going to make this a fight. This is no dog. This is no cakewalk at this point. This is the championship game. This is the Super Bowl of midget football in the Harrisburg area. There's a kick, and that's an easy block. I think it was a little miscommunication on the snap.
Cumberland Valley 8, Central Penn 6.
Cumberland Valley 8, Central Penn 6. Great job from CV. Getting that blocked extra point to keep themselves in the lead with 8-6 going into the second quarter. 5 minutes and 47 seconds into the second quarter.
Frankie Brescia will kick off for the Crusaders. Back deep, Elijah Sherman.
Crusaders are set to kick the ball off. Don't want to kick the ball into the hands of Elijah Sherman. He's doing a great job so far, and that's a short kick, which is smart. Don't want to kick it to the deep backs and give them an opportunity to get some yardage up the field. Kick it to the up men. Hopefully they can just land on it or, you know, maybe even fumble the ball.
Tackle was made by Nazir Moore.
Don't know if fans had an opportunity to watch Sports Shooting Stars last night as we filmed the York High Central York game, the District 3 playoff game at Central Field. It was a nice, beautiful day. Nice, beautiful night. Today's a bit more windy today, bit more windy. But last night was a great game. It was a thriller. Central York won 51-44 to advance to the next round. And expect us to be back there next week as Central York will play the winner of Wilson versus Harrisburg game, which is going down, I believe it's happening right now. Yeah, that game's going down right now. So the winner of that Harrisburg-Wilson game plays against Central York next week, the District 3 playoffs semifinals. The winner of that game goes to the district championship. CV set up, shotgun, looking, nothing. That's good defense from the Crusaders. Central Penn.
Knocked out of bounds by Austin Mack and Sebastian Williams.
And for the fans that's tuning in, this game is CV versus Central Penn. Central Penn is the feeder program for Bishop McDevitt. So far, there's been 2 scores in the game. CV scored on their first drive. And the Crusaders scored on their second drive, second possession of the game. And it's starting to get loud at the stadium here at Bishop McDevitt. And looks like the Crusaders want to take a timeout.
Timeout, Crusaders.
Coach seen something he did not. And again, today's game is being sponsored by Dean's Auto Plaza. One of our season-long sponsors for the last couple years. Big shout out to Bruce Walbert. He knew some fans and some parents wasn't able to make it to this game, so he did what he had to do to make sure we were here. Normally we're at full staff, but today is just me providing the camera equipment and also the audio commentary.
Liberty on top of UConn, 24-21.
My broadcast partner, Todd Edwards, is unavailable today.
Virginia Tech, 17-7.
But nonetheless, we're here, we're filming, we're live, so the fans that can't make it to the game in York, Adams, Harrisburg, Dauphin, Lancaster, all counties can have an opportunity to watch this game here. The Midget Super Bowl located here at Bishop McDevitt High School. And that's a good tackle, bringing up a third down. About a 3rd and 5. Very crucial for the Crusaders to get a stop here on this 3rd down and force. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 4th down. They just changed the numbers. That's a 4th down, 4th and 4. Very important for the Crusaders to get a stop here and get a turnover on downs. It's been a lot of big hits so far in this game. Watch the defense and what they dial up. Quarterback back in shotgun.
Stamia's pass intended for Danny Hertzler is incomplete.
And Colton Stamia had to get the ball off fast. It was a blitz coming. He had to get the ball off fast. Lucky that wasn't an interception. But the Crusaders did exactly what they needed to do. They got to stop. They're getting the ball back with great field position at the 48-yard line, 49-yard line. Crusaders with the ball. Handoff. Still on his feet. Great run.
Handoff goes to number 3, Jonte Quick.
Jonte Quick. Jonte Quick already has a touchdown. Big time pass between Sebastian and Jonte for a big time touchdown. About a 70-yard run, catch and run. Crusaders marching the ball down the field. Ball at the 36-yard line. Nice run, misdirection, still on his feet. And tackled by committee from the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
Amir Lamel, the ball carrier. Coming up with the tackle, number 19, Anthony Holmes. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10.
Good tackle from Anthony Holmes from CV. Been calling Anthony's name a few times so far this evening. Brings up a 2nd down. And that's another timeout from the Crusaders. There's something the coach sees from the Crusaders that he does not like, and he wants to discuss it with his team. Want to make sure his players are locked and loaded and focused. This is the Midget Super Bowl between Cumberland Valley and Central Penn. Two teams that's very familiar with each other. As we said earlier in the regular season, Cumberland Valley won their regular season matchup 35-21 after falling behind 21-0. Central Penn is a 2-time defending national Super Bowl champions, going 11-0 in 2019. There was no season in 2020. Then they won 10-1 in 2001. Cumberland Valley has won multiple championships in the old KMFC and in the CFA. This game has Hall of Fame coaches on both sides. These guys have put in a lot of years working with the kids, and that's the reason why they make it all the way to the championship game. And that's a handoff. Fumble. Don't know who recovered. I think the Crusaders jumped on top of it. If that was a fumble, that would have been the first fumble or first turnover of the game, but it was not. Jonte Quick jumped on top of that very quickly. No pun intended.
3rd and 5 from the 29.
Right now, Central Penn's in no rush. They're taking their time with a little less than 2 minutes to go before halftime. They're taking their time and looking to punch it in before the end of this quarter. Quarterback set up in shotgun.
Flag on the play. False start on the offense.
And that's a false start on the offense. That's going to push him back 5 yards. Not what they want. The tandem between Sebastian Williams and Jonte Quick has been very impressive so far in this first half of this game. The Crusaders had a nice hookup between Sebastian and Jonte for about a 7-yard strike for a touchdown. That's the duo, that's the tandem that you want to keep an eye on. Sebastian Williams in shotgun. And that's close to an interception.
Williams' pass intended for more chances, incomplete.
Great defense from Joshua Brual
4th and 10
for CV. Called Joshua's name a few times so far in this first half. Doing a lot of things for the Eagles on the defensive side. Nice breezy afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Here at Bishop McDevitt High School. Great location. First time I'm actually, Sports Shooting Stars actually filmed here. Pretty sure we'll be back for some other games as well. This brings up a 4th down, about a 4th and 10. And that deep ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit. As I said, it's super windy out here tonight. Super windy.
Cumberland Valley takes over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 34.
There's nothing but open field around us, so the wind is really cutting and can make that ball sail a little bit. And I believe that's what happened. That was on display just now. That ball kind of sailed on him. Sebastian Williams has a great accuracy as we've seen earlier in this game. And people that's watching this game, this is a downloadable link. So once this game is over, it will be available on YouTube. It's for you to keep. You can do what you want with it. Still on his feet. And the refs finally blow the whistle. Want to encourage the fans that's tuning in to watch all our games on Sports Shooting Stars. Go to YouTube, go to our Facebook channel. Facebook page, Instagram as well, Twitter. We film live high school athletics. Put it on TV, cable TV, and also online. And that's a nice hard run.
Elijah Sherman, the ball carrier. Miller again makes the tackle for the Crusaders. Timeout Eagles.
And there's a timeout Eagles. CV wants to talk it over with 51 seconds to go before halftime. Looks like the coach is going to try to dial up a play to get some chunk yards and get the ball down the field. Very important for them to try to get a touchdown before the halftime to kind of swing the momentum in their favor, which CV is up right now 8-6. And lucky for us, it's an overshadow, but the sun just came out, warmed it up a little bit. Here at Bishop McDevitt Crusaders football field, nice crowd still coming in. CV well represented, as well as Central Penn. We'll encourage the fans to go ahead and like our Facebook page, go to our Instagram, and also our Twitter. And we're also located on YouTube. More fans, more support is what we're looking for. We film live high school athletics, or really any athletics live. We put on cable TV and also online. Tonight's sponsor is Dean's Auto Plaza, with our good friend, Bruce Warburg.
Coming up at the stop is number 1, Sebastian Williams.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 1, with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter, seconds away from halftime. And CV calls another timeout. As we said, both sides have Hall of Fame coaches. They've been involved with the kids for a long time. They're used to playing in the postseason and getting to the Super Bowl. It's a battle of the grit up front. It's a battle of the minds between the coaches. They got to really come up with a good game plan to win this game. And so far, it's been a great defensive game. Not too many scores, but some big plays when they have the opportunity. And it's a 4th and 1. Direct snap. Nothing coming. Big time hit.
Colton staying on the quarterback keeper. Dropped in the backfield by number 58, Jaden Chase.
Jaden Chase met him right there in the backfield. Big time hit. And that's exactly what the Crusaders needed to get the ball back. They have 23 seconds to make something happen before halftime. Let's see what happens. Coach called a timeout for CV. He dialed up a nice play, but Jaden Chase said, no way. I'm all over it. Number 58. Again, this is the Midget Super Bowl. Midget age group is between 12 and 13. These guys are in 7th, 8th grade, right before high school. Sebastian Williams. Big time touchdown, Sebastian Williams. He's showing that arm again. 42-yard strike to Nazir Moore. Sebastian Williams has shown he has a big-time arm. Very cool, calm, and collective in the pocket. The Crusaders had 27 seconds to make something happen and did it in 10 seconds. Great play, great dial-up. You know, big-time arm and great catch from Nazir Moore. Number 2 for the Midgets. Now the Crusaders are set up for the extra point. And it's in. Giving them the lead, 14-8 over CV.
15 seconds remain in the first half. Central Penn now leads 14-8.
Wow. And just like that, the Crusaders take the lead. This is their first lead of the game. CV was in control for most of this first half, up 8-6. And just like that, Sebastian Williams has shown his arm again. That's 2 touchdown passes so far for Sebastian Williams.
Teeing it up for the Crusaders, number 84, Frankie Brescia.
And Frankie Brescia, number 84, set to kick off. The Crusaders didn't waste any time with their last possession. Made a big-time score within 10 seconds. Let's see if the Cumberland Valley can do the same thing. There's a lot of games being held here today. Today we're just filming the Midget Super Bowl between Central Penn and Cumberland Valley. It looks like the Crusaders are going to call a timeout. Probably set up that defense so nothing deep gets on them. That was a big-time strike from the Crusaders with that touchdown pass from Sebastian Williams to Nazir Moore. Number 1 to number 2. Just want to give the fans an update of the score between Harrisburg and Wilson. Wilson is up right now 14-12 at halftime. As we said before, the winner of that game will play against Central York at Central York next Friday, which we will be filming. Looking forward to that as well. There's a few games being played here on Saturday, as some games were moved and postponed because of the weather Friday night, which ended up being a great night of football because really no rain happened at all. CV back out on the field. Crusaders are in somewhat of a pass defense because they're looking for something deep. And that's a pick. Crusaders are starting to get that momentum. And that's 2 crucial plays that CV needs to do a little better job on. The defense gave up a big time touchdown, one play strike, and then to get the ball back on offense, and the first play was an interception. Gives the ball back to the Crusaders with about 6 seconds left, and we already know that Sebastian Williams has a big arm, #1 for the Crusaders. He can make something happen. He's done that already with connections to Moore and also Jonte Quick. Look for something deep here, or even a screen. And he's still on his feet. Sorry about that, guys. I lost a little bit of that connection from the camera, because I was watching. Great job from Sebastian Williams to stay on his feet. There is a flag on the play. Don't know what the call may be.
Against the offense is declined. That brings us to the end of the first half. The score: Central Penn 14, Cumberland Valley 8.
As you can see, both squads have cheerleaders on each side supporting their team. Nice packed crowd here today at Bishop McDevitt Field. Located in the greater area of Harrisburg. This game is sponsored by Dean's Auto Plaza with our good friend Bruce Walbert. Nice windy day. Good day for football. And the halftime's about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be back in a few minutes to give you a part of the to start the second half. Want to thank all the fans that's tuning in. As we said again, this game kind of came on our radar in the middle of the week. We had some other events as well. We had a high school game day event at the Gift Horse Brewing Company located in York, 117 North George Street, where we did a kind of a pregame of the Central York High big-time matchup that we actually filmed last night. Central prevailed, 51-44. Central moves on to the semifinals, where they play against the winner of Wilson versus Harrisburg, which is being played right now. Wilson's up 14-12, going into halftime of that game. And we'll be back in a few minutes. And we'll keep the mics on so you can see the cheerleaders. Very talented. Also student athletes. They put a lot of time and work into what they do. Very athletic. Big shout out to the cheerleaders. And we're back, sports fans, for the second half of the Midget Super Bowl, located here at Bishop McDevitt High School between Central Penn and Cumberland Valley. Central Penn did a great job in that second quarter of coming back, and they're up now 14-8 over CV. CV controlled most of the first half, but that second quarter was something else. Some big-time plays from Sebastian Williams, the quarterback for the Crusaders, on a couple strikes. One was to Nazir Moore, and the other one was to Jonte Quick for some big-time scores. CV has to get back into it. They have to come up with a couple more scores and drive that ball down the field. And here we are, set for the second half. It has to be a defensive game for Cumberland Valley. They got to do a better job on the defense for this second half that they want to walk out as champions. As we said, there's a lot of games being held here today. We're only filming the midget championship game. 12 and 13-year-olds, around 7th, 8th grade, right before they hit the high school level. It's a big-time event around the Harrisburg area. There's a lot of fans here tonight. There's a lot of people tuning in as well. We appreciate you guys tuning in. I want to say hi and welcome you in to our Sports Shooting Stars broadcast live event. Get a chance.
Number 12, Howard Holton Jr., the ball carrier.
You get the chance to see number 1 there, Sebastian Williams.
Matthews makes the stop.
2 touchdown passes so far in this game. Sebastian really putting his team on his back so far in this game. Really was a one-man wrecking show as far as putting the ball right there on the dot and giving his guys a lot of opportunities to make some big plays. Handoff.
Jonte Quick takes the handoff.
And that's a good run from Jonte Quick.
First and 10 Crusaders from the 41.
Another handoff to Jonte Quick. And there's a penalty towards the end of that play.
Goes up the middle. Sherman makes the tackle. There's a flag on the play.
Maybe a face mask call, not 100% sure. Going to check that out now.
Face mask penalty against the Eagles.
Send the Crusaders down the field 15 yards, closer to the end zone.
Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. First and 10 Crusaders.
The Crusaders are in full control so far in this game, taking their time, looking confident, poised out there, led by their quarterback, number 1, Sebastian Williams, and the 3-headed monster, Jonte Quick and Nazir Moore. And that's just a great run right up the gut. About 8 yards, brings up a second and about 2 yards. And so far in this game, Sebastian Williams, number 1, is doing a great job of, controlling the pace. But every time he throws the ball, he finds somebody down the field. I believe CV's rush defense is doing a really good job of slowing down the rush. But when Sebastian Williams wants to go to the air, he has tested the CBs for CV and has been successful so far in this game.
first and 10 at the Eagles 34.
Roll out. Nothing. That's an interception. That's exactly what CV needed to get back into this game. Forced Sebastian Williams into a bad throw, rolling to his right. Great interception from Jackson Bastille for CV.
He returns it up to the 24-yard line where the Eagles have it, first and 10.
I'm sorry, that's Jackson Castillo. I'm sorry. Just had to reread that again. Great interception for Jackson. Gives his team another opportunity on offense to make something happen. And that's a nice tackle. Also a nice run for Elijah Sherman.
Sherman on the carry. Nazir Moore and Chance Holmes combined for the tackle.
And Elijah Sherman and Colton Stamey, they share quarterback responsibilities for CV. Been doing a great job of keeping the pace for the Eagles. Eagles are still down 14-8. One interception for the Eagles and one interception for the Crusaders. It's been a pretty balanced game so far. Brings up a second down and about 6. And there's one, and he's out, and he's all the way going. Oh, that's a touchdown. Easy touchdown. Wow. Great play. Elijah Sherman busts one wide open for about a 64-yard run. Great job from Elijah Sherman. Been called his name quite often so far in this game. And he's a featured player, one of the go-to guys for the Eagles, and he's showing why. Big time play. All resulted from that interception from Jackson Castillo. Now set up for the extra point. And it's good. And you can see that crowd over there. They're hyped. CV, that sea of red, they're over there and they're here for support. And I know the fans for CV is also watching from afar. And they're excited as well. That's a great play. Great run from Elijah Sherman, number 8, the quarterback for CV. Also want to tell the fans that are unfamiliar, when they go for the extra point, instead of 1 point, it's considered 2 points at this level. So that brings CV in the lead, 16-14 in the third quarter. Again, this game is sponsored tonight by Dean's Auto Plaza and our good friend Bruce Wahlberg.
Dante Quick deep for the Crusaders.
Cumberland Valley, their varsity team, took a tough loss last night against Manheim Township. Sadly ending their season for the year. Central Penn is a feeder program of the Bishop McDevitt program.
Kickoff goes out of bounds. It'll be Crusaders first and 10 from the 35.
Now it's time for the Crusaders to make a move and see what they can do on offense. Handoff, Jonte Quick. last possession. Sebastian Williams, he's done a great job of throwing the ball down the field. He has 2 touchdown throws so far in this game, but that last possession, CV did a great job of adding some pressure, put him in an awkward situation, and Sebastian threw an interception. So let's see how he responds on this possession here with being down by 2 points in the third quarter of the Midget Super Bowl. Again, these teams met each other earlier this year with CV coming out with the victory 35-21. But it's a different ball game once you hit the postseason. Nice, tough run.
Quick on the carry.
Again by Quick.
Flag on the play, holding on the Crusaders.
And that's going to bring the Crusaders back by 5 yards.
10-yard penalty from the spot on the foul.
That's a correction. They go back 10 yards for that holding call. Brings up about a second. 13, 14 yards, 2nd and 14. I'm sorry, 2nd and 13. Close, but no cigar. Sebastian Williams is trying to get that hook up again between Nazir Moore, who he had a touchdown with in the early first half of this game. Didn't work out that time. Still, Sebastian Williams has a big-time arm. He's not afraid to, put the ball in the air and get it down the field. They have a nice tandem with him throwing the ball and also Jonte Quick running the ball. And you can hear CV, their fans are getting excited. This is the Midget Super Bowl. And it's a good one so far, 16-14. Big time tackle. Aggressive move from CV.
Flag on the play.
Got to give the officials a shout out as well. They're doing a great job calling a clean game. Face mask against CV.
Face mask penalty on the defense.
And that's going to give the Crusaders an automatic first down. Correction, that's not going to give them an automatic first down. It's still 3rd down, about 3rd and 7.
3rd and 6. Ball
3rd and 6. And it's a big play here. Handoff. Jonte Quick. Jonte Quick has around 12 to 15 carries so far in this game. Tackled by Anthony Holmes. Called Anthony's name a few times for the CV Eagles. And the Crusaders are not kicking the ball. They're going for it, 4th and 2. Aggressive play calling. And that's what you need in the championship game. This is a winner go home situation. You want the trophy. You got to play tough. And that's a first down. Jonte.
Quick gets the handoff.
Jonte Quick, remember the name. He's going to be a workhorse. You can tell he's going to get the ball quite often moving up in his football career. Sebastian Williams, Jonte Quick, Nazir Moore are guys that we talked about quite often on the offensive side for the Central Penn Crusaders. With a little less than 1 minute to go in the third quarter, CV is up 16-14. And then he's busting one open, and that's another one. It's only a matter of time. Jonte Quick with another touchdown.
Launches 50 yards for a Crusaders touchdown.
And that put the Crusaders up 20-16 over CV, Cumberland Valley. Crusaders are setting up for their extra point. Love the fact that they kick at this level. And that's a block. Yeah, nothing's happening. Got to get to the ball a little bit quicker than that. They get an opportunity to get the kickoff.
Extra point conversion is no good. 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Extra point conversion, no good.
Penn 20, Cumberland Valley 16.
And as you heard the announcer, Central Penn 20, Cumberland Valley 16. It's been a back and forth affair so far in this game between two good ball clubs, two historical coaches that know each other quite well, masterminds of the game of football, really battling it out with their kids, making plays.
Number 84, Frankie Grusha.
And providing a pretty interesting game so far, entertaining game so far here at Bishop McDevitt Area High School. Ready to kick. You can hear the pad smacking from up top here.
Joshua Brew out on the return. Kmart Tasker knocks him out of bounds.
Get CV the ball back.
First and 10 Eagles.
Down by 4. CV with the ball. 20 seconds to go in this third quarter. Direct snap. Not much going there. Picked up about 3 yards.
Direct snap goes to Elijah Sherman. Jaden Chase on the tackle.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter.
With Central Penn up 20 over CV 16. And as we said before, the last time these two teams met each other, CV did walk out with the victory 35-21. And it looks like Central Penn is trying to get some get back in the championship game. It all comes down to this last quarter, the fourth quarter, to see who's going to walk away with the Super Bowl championship. Good football being played between both ball clubs back and forth. Some big defensive plays, big time plays on offense as well. It's good to see these guys before they hit the high school level. You're going to hear a lot of their names throughout the next couple years. It's a great opportunity to get a chance to see them, play for their midget squad. CV with the ball, down by 4 in the Super Bowl Midget Championship game. That's good defense from the Cumberland Valley Eagles. You can see the cheerleaders getting the crowd involved as well. They're excited, getting the crowd involved. Of course, Central Penn wants to win on their home turf. And it's getting a little louder here today. Very close to an interception.
Broken up by number 2, Nazir Moore.
Great job from Nazir Moore, number 2, breaking up that pass.
Eagles have it 4th and 6 from the 46.
And this is that money down here, 4th and 6. The Crusaders got to come up with a big defensive stop, and CV has to come up with a big offensive play. They want to keep the ball in their hands, keep chewing up that clock if they want to walk away with the victory. Let's see what happens. They need 6 yards. Elijah Sherman in the backfield. And I believe he may be a yard short.
Number 8, Elijah Sherman. Tackled by Jonte Quick.
No, he's not a yard short.
6-yard gain on the play and an Eagles first down.
And that's a first down. That was a great design play for the Eagles. They desperately needed that play, and they definitely got what they needed. Great pass from Elijah Sherman. And this game's going down to the wire. It's been a very exciting game, back and forth, defensive game, and also some big plays on offense.
Flag on the play. Penalties against the Eagles. 5 yards are marked off and remains first down.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to get a little preview of these guys before they hit the high school level. They'll be playing underneath the Friday night lights on both sides for the Crusaders and also for the Eagles. It's a nice preview to get a glimpse of them before they hit that big stage, and expect some of these guys, you know, even as freshmen, to make that varsity team and be a very impactful player for their ball club.
Handoff goes to number 19, Anthony Holmes. He's stripped up by Sebastian Williams for the Crusaders.
And CV's in no rush right now. They're taking their time. They're down by 4, but they're taking their time. You know, given the circumstances, they can take their time and punch it in before the 2-minute mark. They'll be in good shape. To walk away with a victory on their home turf will be monumental.
Elijah Sherman gets the toss. Amir Linnell and Jack Costello combine on the stop.
And that's a nice run
2-yard gain on the play, 3rd and 8.
from Sherman. CV with the ball at the 45-yard line. Looks like a reverse. A fake reverse. Kind of a misdirection play.
The reverse goes to number 8, Elijah Sherman.
Nice design call from the coach.
Number 22, Austin Mack. Fourth and 4, ball spotted on the 41.
Fourth and 4, it's another big play for CV. They really need to make this play happen. They cannot get the ball back to Crusaders. Let's see how it goes. Deep ball. Now just overthrown. And that's a big time pick for number 3, Jonte Quick. As we said again, it's very windy out here today. The ball can sail on you quite a bit in these conditions.
Dead ball personal foul against the Crusaders.
And that's a dead ball personal foul against the Crusaders. That's going to push the Crusaders back to around the 16-yard line, I believe. Now it's up to the Eagles, Cumberland Valley, to make some plays on the defensive side if they want to get the ball back. If not, Central Penn has a great opportunity to walk away with a victory in the Midget Super Bowl. Nice defensive play, but it's been a lot of Jonte Quick, number 3, on the offensive side and on the defensive side. Came up with a big-time interception to give his team the ball back, and he's pretty much carrying his team throughout this game. Big plays from Jonte Quick. Want to keep an eye out for these guys as they advance and get older and move into the program on the varsity level and even on the freshman level. These guys are going to be people you're going to recognize and be some all-stars for their county. And a little less than 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go in this game. It is the 4th quarter. And the Central Penn Crusaders are up 20-16. Winner takes all. This is the Midget Super Bowl. Brought to you by Sports Shooting Stars. Sponsored by Dean's Auto Plaza with our good friend Bruce Warburg. Not sure if he picked up the first down or not. And Quick did pick up the first down, giving the Crusaders a new set of downs and more time to chew off the clock. Now it's all about clock management, calling some timeouts. You know, see if he can call some timeouts at different opportune times. But it's all about clock management if they want to get the ball back. But the defense has to make some stops. The Crusaders are not going to pass the ball. They're going to keep pounding the ball to get a first down and keep chewing time off the clock. They're playing at their home field, and there's a lot of people here that's supporting the Crusaders. But CV does have an opportunity to win this game, but it has to be on the defensive side. Another run. And Jonte Quick stays inbounds, so the time continues to roll. And that's a smart play from Jonte Quick. I believe he could have got out of bounds, you know, avoided the hit, but that would have stopped the clock. So he didn't avoid the hit, got hit, stayed in bounds, and the time keeps going. Very smart, headsy play from Jonte Quick. And that has to be the game plan for the Crusaders, to stay in bounds, you know, just keep trying to get a first down. CV has to do something to the degree where they're trying to strip the ball or cause some type of fumble to get the ball back. If not, time is going to get away from them. Expect another run. And that's a trip up. And unofficially, Jonte Quick has about 16 carries so far in this game. and that big-time interception on the last drive that CV had. And CV has 3 timeouts. Haven't called a timeout yet. It's around 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, and they can call a timeout at any time. But I guess they're reserving their timeouts. 1st and 10, and they have to call one to stop this clock. Has to be a timeout call for CV. Have to stop the clock by any means necessary. That's another 1st down for the Crusaders.
Quick, the ball carrier. Jackson Castillo makes the stop. Timeout, Cumberland Valley.
And right on point, they call timeout. Coach is going to talk to the young Eagles about the game plan for the next minute and 20 seconds. Basically 80 seconds to go in the game. Winner takes all. Crusaders got the ball again. 1st down. Ball to Jonte Quick. Great job. Tackle by committee from a couple CV players. And just like that, CV calls another timeout. Brings up a 2nd down. And unfortunately, I think a player is down. I'm going to zoom out while he's being attended to. Great crowd here this evening at Bishop McDevitt Area High School. First time Sports Shooting Stars is filming at this location. Most likely won't be the last. Been a great defensive game so far between both these ball clubs. As we said earlier, in the regular season, CV did walk away with a victory against Central Penn, 35-21. And that's Jonte Quick. He's back on his feet. As we said again, he's carried the ball quite often this game. Over 16 carries. You know, with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. I know he does not want to come out the game for no reason at all. Glad to see him back on his feet. Also want to tell the fans there's a few games that's going to be playing here today. We got here a little bit earlier, and we saw a game earlier. I believe it was the Ponies. You got the Rankies and a couple other games that's going to be held here at Bishop McDevitt. But we're just here to film the Midget Super Bowl game between Central Penn, which is the feeder program for Bishop McDevitt football program, and Cumberland Valley. Cumberland Valley's varsity team took a tough loss last night against Manheim Township.
2nd and 7 for the Crusaders. Ball spotted at midfield.
Unfortunately, ending their season second and 8.
Howard Holden Jr., the ball carrier. Hertzler makes the tackle. Timeout called by the Eagles.
Just got another update from the Harrisburg game. Harrisburg is now up 32-21 over Wilson. As we said earlier, the winner of that game faces Central York at Central York next week. Harrisburg built for the postseason. Wilson built for the postseason. They're two good programs going at it right now. Still up in the air. Don't know who's going to be the victor of that game, but Harrisburg seems to be in control. And most likely will play against Central York next week. Not official yet, though. But all about today's game right now, the Midget Football Championship game, the Super Bowl. The Crusaders are up, Central Penn, by 4 points. Sebastian Williams tried to see if he can get them to jump off sides. Did not happen. Crusaders calls a timeout.
Crusaders have a 3rd and 4 from the 47.
It's a big time play here. All about clock management. Jonte Quick with the ball again.
Quick on the carry.
And I believe CV's out of timeouts. They cannot stop that clock. It is a 4th down though. 4th and 1. If CV gets a stop,
4th and 1 at the 44.
if the CV gets a stop, they have an opportunity to get the ball back. You know who the ball is going to. Either Jonte Quick or Sebastian Williams. For the Crusaders, they really held down their team so far in this game. Picked up some big yardage and big time plays when needed. Playing at their home field, and they're getting their crowd excited, as you can see. They're getting them excited. This is a timeout. 19 seconds to go in this game. Stranger things have happened. CV still has an opportunity. It looks a little bleak, but they do have an opportunity. They had to stop Jonte Quick. They had to slow down Sebastian Williams, number 1 and also number 3. So far has been our offensive weapons and players of the game in this game so far. And this is it here, guys. This is for all the marbles. The Crusaders get a 1st down, this game is over. If they do not get a 1st down, CV has a chance. This is for everything. There's a lot of fans on their seat. We're gonna go in close and watch this play. Quarterback sneak, and that's it.
Quarterback sneak by number 1, Sebastian Williams.
Sebastian Williams with the quarterback sneak. Sebastian Williams, Jonte Quick, is our Sports Shooting Stars offensive players of the game. And great job, great game. CV has no reason to hang their head low. They made it all the way to the championship game, to the Super Bowl to play against one of their foes on their home turf. Didn't get an opportunity to walk away with the victory, but it was a very good game, highly contested, a lot of fun.
Congratulations to both teams on a great championship game.
A lot of fun, big time hits, and keep an eye on some of these players that we spoke of. Elijah Sherman, Colton Stammy, Jonte Quick, Nazir Moore, and Sebastian Williams. All players that really stuck out to me as I'm watching this game. Great job from both teams. Great job from both ball clubs. The Midget Super Bowl is final with CV coming up a little short, but it's all about Central Penn and their big-time win over CV. 20-16. Championship-style football. As we said again, both ball clubs know each other very well. You can see them in the middle of the field. Going to recognize and get their trophies, get their medals. I'm going to give a shout out to the cheerleaders that's coming out here as well.
At this time, we'd like to present our 2022 runner-up trophy to the Cumberland Valley Eagles.
And we're here for the recognition for the CV Eagles. Put up a great game.
2022 Super Bowl champion Central Penn Crusaders.
That's where it's at. On their home field, Central Penn Crusaders with the victory. Want to thank all the fans that tune in and watch the game here with Sports Shooting Stars. Big shout out to Bruce Wahlberg. Did a great job of reaching out to us middle of the week. We made it happen. Then we came a little short-staffed.
And the MVP for today's game from the Central Penn Crusaders, number 3, Jonte Quick.
Absolutely, Jonte Quick. He's the man. Reached out to us, and we had an opportunity to go ahead and, film this game. A little short-staffed here tonight, but we got the game on TV. This is a downloadable link, so once this game is over, you'll be able to, share this link with your family, friends, with the players. They can watch it all over again. As well with CV players as well. They put up a great game, did a great job. And it's more football to be played here tonight. I believe the Rankies are coming up next. Not sticking around for that one, but it's very interesting games, here at Bishop McDevitt. If you can come out and check these guys out and show some support, I encourage that. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Also, please like us on Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All our games are located on YouTube. Most of our games are on YouTube and cable TV. And again, looks like next week we'll be filming the Harrisburg versus Central York game at Central York. So guys, please like Sports Shooting Stars. Tune in for that game. Should be a really good atmosphere. Big time game. I know a lot of people are going to be watching that game. Central York pulled out a tough win last night against York High, 51-44. Want to give a big shout out to Jaheim White, a.k.a. Florida, for York High. Set all types of records for York High as far as an all-time leading rusher. Also all-state player, all-county player. He's going to West Virginia next year. He's going to be suited up for West Virginia. You're going to see him on Saturdays, running up and down the field, doing a lot for the blue and yellow for the Mountaineers. Also Sam Stoner, the quarterback, all-time leading passer for York High. James McBride, some of the seniors, James McBride off the top of my head, Marion Newsom. Their season now is over, but, they had a great season. These guys, like I said, got to recognize them for what they've been doing for York High program. But like I said, Jaheim White, one of those once-in-a-decade type of players. If you haven't had a chance to watch him play, please check him out. We have a lot of his games on our YouTube page under Sports Shooting Stars. Want to give a lot of credit, like I said, Coach Stoner, Coach Janchik. Central York High rivalry is always hot, heated, and entertaining. If you guys get an opportunity, go ahead and watch that game again. But big shout out to the Crusaders. They're doing their exercise. I don't want to call it little. I'm sorry. Doing their exercise and staying engaged and amped up. Congratulations to the Crusaders for the 2016 victory over Cumberland Valley Eagles. And now they're going to encourage their Rankies to come out here and get a big-time victory. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Dude Jones. I'm a commentator for Sports Shooting Stars. We film live high school athletics If you're looking to sponsor or you're looking for a game that you want us to film, please reach out. Our email is sportsshootingstars@gmail.com. Or you can hit us up directly on Instagram or on Facebook Messenger. We're always looking forward to meeting new fans and new venues, so we'll see you guys soon. And the next game is coming up. Won't have an opportunity to film that one, but we'll be back next week for the Central York versus most likely Harrisburg in the District 3 semifinals playoff game. Good night. I'm sorry. Good night and have a great day.